Strange, evil gods are surfacing all across America. I can't say that they haven't been here for some time now, but I believe that these malignant entities feel empowered, emboldened to show themselves now more than ever before. At least their followers and adherents are bolder in inserting symbols, signs, images to showcase their allegiance to their gods. If you haven't seen these signs and symbols, then you're either not looking for them or you just choose to not pay attention. The promotion of satanic gods and symbols is everywhere, bombarding us on every side. Baal, Baphomet, Molech, Abaddon, Kali, and Satan himself are just a few of the names that are being seen everywhere. Baal is perhaps the most notable of the set after Satan, of course. We've seen the Balenciaga pictures that are showing children holding bondage bears, but the insanity does not stop there. There's also more pictures for Balenciaga showing a child model posing in a room with a drawing of Satan in the background. His footwear looks like Satan's face. There's yellow caution tape on the ground that was supposed to spell Balenciaga, but instead we see Baal. Balenciaga is spelled with one A, not two. Some time ago, the Arch of Baal was erected in New York in supposed defiance to ISIS destroying the Temple of Baal. 1,000 archways of Baal were supposed to be erected across the world in response to the actions of ISIS. We also saw the large bull at the Commonwealth Games, which was undoubtedly a reference to Baal, complete with ziggurat in the background. Next, there's the goat face figure. Baphomet seems to be popping up in a number of places as well. We've seen the statue of Baphomet, the goat-headed deity of the Church of Satan. It is no coincidence that this image has two children looking up at the goat-headed monstrosity in adoration. This is more than a signal of intent. Baphomet seems to be popular in politics as well, from the star of Baphomet cryptically being featured in political ad campaigns to the goat head of Baphomet included in Christmas decorations in the White House. This demon is very present. Celebrities have also paid homage to their goat god in their fashion and their music. I'm not surprised that Americans are ignorantly driving around with bumper stickers which say "protected by witchcraft." I assure you, witchcraft cannot protect you. That's like putting a chocoholic to protect chocolate. Then there is Molech, an ancient pagan deity to whom children were sacrificed. Molech was depicted as a thing with a man's body and the head of a bull. Upon the lap of the sitting thing was an oven-like structure that would be heated up. Children were then placed in that oven as a sacrifice. The people would often play drums so that the parents would not hear the cries of their children. In our time, we've even seen politicians seemingly just about sacrificing a chicken in the backyard to Molech. I believe that the absolute proof that this spirit is rampant in our time is the fact that millions of babies have been slaughtered and our children have become prey. The moderns have outdone the ancients. Abaddon has a whole religion dedicated to him and is deceiving a large portion of humanity. This ancient god and his wife Kali have already been recognized in various places, from images of Abaddon standing outside CERN's headquarters to the picture of Kali occupying the entire facade of the Empire State Building. There's no doubting that this bloodthirsty duo is here. My intention is not to offend any particular religion, but some say with these so-called deities that there's the good kind of worship and then there's the bad kind of worship. For amity's sake, I'm referring to the bad kind. The world has proven itself quite foolish in embracing these demonic entities. Satanism has gained a lot of traction in these last days. Churches of Satan are growing in number. Now they even have after-school programs. Witchcraft and the occult, psychic readings and communication with the dead, and so much more are being fed to the clueless masses, including our children. Of course, with each satanic agenda, the front is, we aren't really worshipping Satan. It's just a label of defiance against oppressive religion, mainly Christianity. And people believe that nonsense. The Lord Jesus once said in John 8:44, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father will ye do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it." Why would you entertain anything bearing the name of someone whom God himself called the father of lies, a murderer and a deceiver? If Satan presents himself it must be with a lie. This is why they lie, saying, we aren't really worshiping Satan. Get it? These evil entities are not only present in the nations by mention, but their effects are obvious. The slaughter of the innocents, violence, hatred, bloodshed, sicknesses, disease, and pestilences are plaguing humanity. We must wake up and realize that the world needs Jesus. Christians must at all costs preach the good news while opposing and pulling down principalities and powers. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood, but against enemies of a spiritual nature. The only way to overcome the darkness is through the power of Christ. Don't think for one moment that these gods are not real. They are all spiritual beings posing as gods before a foolish generation. The children of God should know better and expose the enemy. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Now think about that. I'm wading through this water, Lord, for better or for worse. In all my ways, I'm putting Jesus first, with love in every line, in every song, in every verse.